Oh, there he is. There's the man of the hour. There he is. Yeah. There's the man of the hour. There he is. Yeah. There's the man of the hour.
Sorry about that. I'm doing good, Josh. How are you?
Good.
Running a little bit late tonight because Laura was running a little bit late tonight, and the sister-in-law had to go back in and find out what was going on, and nobody had showed up yet. So she got on the phone, and somebody showed up finally.
Computer, remind me to take the thermal hard drive and USB flash drive home tomorrow.
What time tomorrow should I remind you?
2:00 p.m.
What time tomorrow should I remind you?
2:00 p.m.
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Thank you.
You are so very welcome.
You always say thank you to your Alexa?
No.
But when he does, she says, "You're so very welcome."
Yeah.
Oh boy. So I'm here. How's everybody's Monday been?
Hey, we did some running around today. Got out and enjoyed the nice weather.
You guys have been probably Zooming. Alex, you've been on here since what, about 4 o'clock this afternoon?
Probably.
Yeah, I know we were just getting started when my brother called and said he needed a ride, so, and I have not been able to get back on since. So I apologize for that. I see Robert's here, Aaron's here, and Jim's here. Wow.
I got on about 7, maybe 8. Because I took a nap when I came home because I was so beat.
I was doing some research earlier.
About your green screen and lights and...
Yeah, I pretty much have the camera and the USB hub ironed down to what I want. And then I'm still waiting word from somebody on the green screen because the green screen could literally sit within inches as long as it's well lit. But what can't happen is I can't have light in front of me putting my shadow on the green screen. So that could be somewhat of a concern.
I guess you're waiting to hear back from Dr. Rob about things.
Yep, I sure am. I reached out to him when I was driving down to get dinner, and I did find I didn't find it. BH Ringer sent me a really good soundbite that I've got to figure out how to incorporate into the OBS to make it work. It might be a hot button issue. I don't know.
Oh, what is it? If it's just an MP3 or whatever, you can just add another source to whatever scene you wanted in it. It'd be a media source.
Right.
You can browse like an MP3 or whatever and put it in there.
Yeah, that was my initial thinking, and that's exactly what I did. And I put it in as a media source, but you guys aren't hearing anything right now, are you? On the YouTube stream?
I don't know. I'm not watching it.
So I don't think it's playing. I think I missed a step somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. I was kind of rushed. I'll research how to do it. I'll have it running by tomorrow night. So called the VA today, and they told me it'll be about 6 weeks before they get back to me. I said, "What about my medication?" They said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll get that." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." I go see him once a year now. That wouldn't bother me a bit. What else did I get done today? That's about it. So the professor was going to walk me through or teach me how to delete addresses from my Amazon account.
Yeah. Can you pause the YouTube stream while I show you that?
I don't know how to pause it because I think we only have about 3 minutes when you shut off OBS.
No, I mean like switch your scene to something else.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
because I don't want to show my addresses.
Oh, sure. No, I get that. Hold on. Let me get back over to OBS here real quick. Give me 1 second here. Catch up on chat. That won't take but a second. Yeah, it's a good soundbite, actually. I was really happy with it. And since someone that didn't like it probably is never going to come back for a while anyway, I'll just play the soundbite. All right, let me go to OBS and let me bring up another scene here. I think that one will do it. So are you going to share your screen?
Yes.
Okay, let me shut off the Zoom then. Hang on. Because I did bring up another one, but let me shut off this one right. That ain't it. That ain't it. There we go. So the YouTube stream should be showing the van. It is. So you're good.
Okay. Let me just move our videos out of the way, and then if you go up here, put your name, and then go to account.
Yep.
You should be able to scroll down. One of these options here should be addresses. The very first one under ordering and shipping. You can click on. You can click on, say my name right there with our address. It's you can hit edit, and you can I know it's in there somewhere. The delete option. Oh, it's right there. Remove.
Okay, but that is your address, so I'm going to click on my addresses. Okay,
Yes.
so, okay, I see it. Then I got me, so I don't want it going to there, so I'll get rid of that one. Uh-oh, this is used as your residential address. Okay, so I'm going to have to learn how to change the residential address, I guess. I'll go ahead and remove Jim. He's gone. And then I'll go ahead and remove so now I need to know how to change my residential address, because apparently, even though I thought I changed it, it is still thinking my address is in Charleston.
Click on the edit.
You can just click on edit right there by remove. Just click on edit on your address, and you can click then edit whatever you need to edit and click on save.
No, because when I do that, it says edit failed, big bold red letters. It says this address is used as your residential address for digital purposes. To edit this address, set a different residential. Okay, so let me go figure out. So set as default, maybe? No, not that one. Let's go with this one. Okay.
Maybe you need to set
However you added me originally, you should be able to add another address.
Right, but I think that one's because that was my.
one for like your Amazon Prime stuff.
Billing information and all that good nonsense. But I think I may have got it. Hey, by the way, hi Jim. So that shows my default. That's got my son. That's got my son. So now let me see if I can get rid of this one. Nope. Even though I set the new default, it says removal failed. This address is used as your residential, and I set a different one. So let me worry about that later.
Maybe it's being used for like your if you was gonna like rent a movie or rent a video through Amazon.
Who knows?
Stuff for Amazon
honestly,
Prime.
I'll deal with it tomorrow. Now that I got those addresses out, that's fine. I can't really. So you're done sharing your screen. I'm gonna go ahead and bring back the Zoom chat. I think it's this one here. Yeah, it's that one there. And if we have any new comments, which we don't, see if that comes up. Good, that's still working. So good. By the way, Alex, your address is the same as what's on your website, correct?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
All right.
And my phone number. So if you need my address or my phone number, just go to my website.
Okay. Not a problem. What's the status of Josh's new build? Is it going to be out tomorrow, we hope?
Oh yeah, it'll be out tomorrow.
Good. Big deal. That's good news.
I got a bit of a story that I wanted to tell tonight. So back when I had surgery on one of my hips back when I was younger. And someone had given me the name of the brand of the computer was an e-machine. And I liked it because one of the things you could do with it was you could go in and add any kind of part that you wanted. And I had this surgery on my hip, and I had come home, and I had a hospital bed and the computer set up in my living room, the way I could easily use the computer now, because I couldn't get up and down the steps. And I had this aide that was working with me at the time, and this hospital bed was sitting right in the middle of the living room floor with one of the railings up. And they had given me a urine bottle that you can, like, never pee in now. And the person that was working with me had the railing up on the one side of the bed, which is the side that the keyboard was on. And someone forgot to close the urine bottle, and the pee went inside the keyboard
Ow.
and completely wiped out the whole entire thing. Like there was nothing left. So I had to get rid of that computer because it was completely fried.
That ain't good.
Was it one of those beige looking beige looking computers by chance?
Yeah, it was an e-machine that was running Windows XP at the time.
So that's really weird. I went to my main profile and it shows everything as being here up to date to Indianapolis, but yet it won't let me change that one address. That's crazy.
You have Amazon Prime?
Oh yeah, of course.
It may be tied to your Amazon Prime setting. That address may be tied to your Amazon Prime settings. So you may want to check like your Prime membership settings or something.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. How do I do that? Go to my account.
Go to your account and there should be an option for like Prime membership or something. You can click on that and
It's experiencing technical difficulties right now. Okay, I'm done messing with that tonight. That figures.
I'm just being quiet.
Oh, I thought that was bloody hell himself.
Look, oh, I don't know. They changed it, don't they?
No, it is bloody hell. You changed it. You're good.
no, Darren has been asleep for quite a while.
Oh, I'm sure he's 6 hours ahead of us, so he'll be waking up here in a couple hours.
He always watches the stream. He says, "Oh no, he did it again! Bloody hell!" There we go. Bloody hell!
We all should get that picture and put it on there one day.
Oh, yeah.
Really drive him up a wall. Oh, mercy. That would be funny. So, they had 6 hours of downtime at my brother's work tonight. CNA, not the new hire, and someone that works in the housekeeping, maintenance, whatever you want to call it, department, decided they would go in and shut off the call light service. And they speculate they wanted to shut it off for one room, but they ended shutting it off for the entire building.
The light outside of the room that notifies the nurse, that you pull the cord and notifies the nurse.
Right. Well, it's pretty elaborate how it works. But the thing is, the two people that did, they know who did it. And it took them a long time to get it. Of course, my brother, he's the maintenance manager, so they call him because they don't have an IT person. And then he's got to call around to get it done. Anyway, they finally got it figured out about 7:30, 7:45 Indiana time, and this happened at 3. And he said, "Them dumbasses don't realize that they know who logged on that computer and the time. They know the time that they shut it down." So he said, "I've been told from the corporate office that there will be how did he put it? He goes, there will be action taken against those people." I said, "So they're going to be fired, huh?"
Repercussions, I think, is a word.
Yeah, it's too big of a word for me to use this late at night. I had to tease him, though. I said that the CNA that was involved wasn't the new hire, was it? And of course, he knew I was talking about Lorna. He just laughed. He goes, "No." So, and my sister-in-law got promoted. She's now the assistant director of nursing. So all I got to do is go down there and find some kind of a job. Welcome to the nursing home or whatever. Push a broom. I don't know, something. We'll have the whole family working there.
And well, if you can pass that test.
Yeah, I got to look into that test. That looked interesting. Is that something I can share over the stream, or should I watch that first?
It really ain't much of a test. I don't know. I just somehow or other come up with my YouTube, and for some reason, the first person I thought about was
Doug. Well, yeah, I can see why. That's funny.
I'm sorry, what test are we referring to? But I don't think Doug would find it as funny as we do. It's
Here, I'll put it in the. Well, if I can.
I done lost it now. I don't think
I got it. I'll put it over here in this chat.
Yeah. It's just a little gag joke.
There you go. I put it in the Zoom chat. I've got it queued up, ready to go. With about 5 other things. I was watching one earlier today. I got to remember which tab I've got this one on. It was on backing up your OBS specifically, and the guy did it in a very odd way, but it works for him. I wouldn't think it's considered a true backup. What he does is he zips all the files, puts them in a folder by itself, and then he goes in and deletes everything out of OBS itself. Then if he's got a newer one, he brings it back and just unzips it, and he gets rid of any changes. He said because his whole point was he doesn't like certain plugins on OBS, and it's just was a pain to get rid of them. He said you literally can't delete them, and this was the only way he could figure out how to do it. It was pretty interesting. And he did show that it does work. He said, "Here you go. Here's this worthless app right here, plugin that I don't like, and you see it's clearly here. And you see it clearly doesn't work." And then he goes through the process of doing everything, deleting it, and putting it back. And he goes, "And as you can see here, I now have my 24 scenes back, and I no longer have this worthless plugin." So I've got that one marked as a favorite. So in case I need to figure something out, I'll know how to do it.
Hey, Alex.
This is where I need that cricket sound to work. See, I got to get that thing working. Go ahead, Josh.
Alex. How do I know if they update my Alexa? Will it do like a reboot button? Alex.
You're muted.
Yeah, we muted.
Can you repeat the question again?
I said, how will I know if they update my Alexa or do a restart or something?
Mine doesn't. My Google Home doesn't do a restart when I update it. It just automatically happens.
Okay. Because mine just rebooted for no reason.
Well, if it reboots for no reason, I would say, then yes, if it reboots for seemingly no reason, I would say it's because it did an update.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
That would be, yeah, if it just rebooted on its own, that would be what I would think it would be an update.
Okay. Because I have it on mute, so if I say the word computer, it won't go off.
So this is, I just got an email from Dr. Rob, and Zoom will be frozen for the YouTube people, but you guys, we're good. This is the one he said, I chose this one after looking around and reading things and thinking about it. And he said this is a good choice, should work just fine. The thing I'm going to struggle with is getting these lights the way they're supposed to be, because I just do not understand the lighting at all yet.
And it's
So,
probably not going to come put together like that if I put it together.
well, I'm sure, but because I understand that you cannot have the lights in front of you shining like I am now. If there was a green screen behind me, so pretend this piece of paper that I just put up here is a green screen that you can't see because I got the blur. Hold on. Virtual background none. So pretend this piece of paper is my green screen, and if the light's shining, you can already see the shadows right over here. So that's not going to work, but the green screen's got to be completely illuminated somehow in order for it to work. That's just problem number one. Problem number two is going to be figuring out how to make whatever the images or movies or whatever I'm trying to do on the green screen actually appear on the green screen.
And make sure when you're on Zoom to check that box under where your
Right.
blur and stuff is. Make sure you check that box that says I have a green screen.
Right. Well, yes. I have a green screen, mirror my image, or studio effects. So if I click I have a green screen, what does that do? Nothing. Just leaves your box constantly green. That's interesting. Uncheck it.
Hey, Tim, what are we doing about changing the Zoom? Are we leaving it where it is? Or?
Yeah, for now I'm going to leave it as it is. I gave that a lot of thought today. I got an email on it, and I gave it a lot of thought. And I think for now, I'll just leave it as is. That way nobody has to redo anything. We know this works. If someone sneaks through, I'll just put them in the waiting room and or remove them, and they'll be gone for at least that 24-hour or however long the Zoom runs session. Because it's stupid for me to change something to make you guys have to jump through hoops because of one person. That's just dumb.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that was on my mind today too. I was thinking about that too. Hi, Jerry.
Well,
Jerry, I have something to tell you. Here we go. I cannot access Josh's computer or Teamviewer if the computer is in sleep mode. And I have a feeling I know why. It's because whenever the computer's in sleep mode, it's disconnected from the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi card is only active when the computer is fully awake.
I mean, you use no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Jerry, I tried it when I got home. And the only way he can access it is if I close the lid and tell it to do nothing other than to turn off the display. So when I tell it to turn off the display, because the computer's still running, you can still access it. But the minute you tell it to like go to sleep or get a hibernation, you can't access it at all.
I haven't tested it. I haven't tested that on my mom's computer, which is hardwired into our internet, so I wouldn't. I don't know, but I guess I could put her computer to sleep and.
Well, you could try it here. We could do it tomorrow. If you want.
So, Alex, how do you put a computer to sleep? Do you get a really big watch and swing it back and forth and go, "You're getting sleepy"?
No.
No? Okay.
No, there's a setting in the phone menu where you go in the. If you're running the old version of the boat screen like I am, you just go into your phone menu and go where it says shut down, and there should be an option that says sleep mode.
Just give it a great big pill.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about those again tonight. I've got to get back into some kind of routine because we're dry. I didn't turn the outside lights on tonight. I didn't take my meds tonight until we got home. I don't know what's going on. I think the fact that she has different break times now is what's going to throw me off, because what I used to do is as soon as I got in the door from coming back from break, I would take my meds. Well, now that I go see my brother, or I go see my mom, or I go do something besides coming home after her break, that's just throwing me off a little bit.
Take them with you.
I've done that before.
Little plastic bag, take them
Yeah.
with you, put it in your shirt pocket.
Yeah, the problem with that is I get home and I put my hands in my pocket and go, "Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, my meds." So I don't know.
Or you can go into your control panel, go to where it says power setting, and you can maintain it to go to sleep that way.
Oh, I thought you were talking about going into control panel for my meds. I was like, I got to hear this.
Yeah. Set a reminder every day at 8 o'clock or whatever time you want, and have it pop up on your phone.
Yeah, I may have to do that. Well, speaking of phone, I don't know where my phone's at either.
Now our preacher and his wife, our preacher got an Alexa from somebody for Christmas, and they're afraid to use it because of all the news that's been going around about the Alexa. You're hearing conversations and all that, and so they never use it. It's been stuck in it, been sitting in a drawer unplugged.
I just used mine tonight for the first time that I've been down here. I haven't really
had later. I got my coffee. Okay.
Well, the main reason why I like to have mine is because I got to hook up to my phone number, so I don't even have to. If I need to call somebody, something happens, I need to call somebody. All I have to do is say call whoever in my contact. I don't have to.
Yeah, I have mine hooked up the same way.
I don't even have to pick up the
But I
phone.
gotta be careful when I say the word help, because if I say the word help and it detects that I'm saying it and it's not on me, the first person that calls is my wife. Via emergency contact.
Well, don't you want to change that since
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing yet.
Why do you still want to get on when he's not there? I don't understand that. But I do have an answer for your question. I don't know why you didn't check it yourself. Okay, how to keep Wi-Fi on during sleep mode in Windows 10? Is that what you want to do?
No, because it's running Windows 11.
You can go to Windows 11 too. Which one do you want to do?
Yeah, if you want to keep it on going quick mode, you can go in and do it. Okay.
Mine is again. It's on maximum performance as opposed to power saving mode.
It's in what? Maximum
Performance.
High performance.
I think I'm in high performance mode.
Yeah, if you say it's a high performance, the Uncle Carrie's thing will automatically put it in a
Balanced. Yeah. I have no clue why, but hey, whatever.
So
Like it's
what
desktop.
is the best? What's the best one to use? High performance or balanced?
High
Depends
performance.
I mean, think about it for a second. If you have no battery in it, you don't care about the battery.
Oh, you're talking about a laptop?
I'm talking about either one.
Yeah, the high performance and balanced and all that is for the laptop. So if you got a desktop, you can just
Because I made
performance.
my computer, my new computer. I think Alex put that in high performance mode.
Yeah, I did. It's part of the Uncle Carrie's optimizer thing that you can change it between high performance and balance and all that.
Yeah, I believe I'm setting high performance mode, but I'm not sure.
So check what it says about Wi-Fi.
I don't know what that's at.
Go into go into the power mode. Start over there.
Go where?
Go into the control panel.
Okay.
Power options.
Okay.
Go into whatever's checked. It'll probably be ultimate performance if you say so, or balanced for the power.
Yeah,
mode.
it says my power, my plan 1, which is high performance. It doesn't say anything else.
You want to click on change plan settings next to high performance, and then click on change advanced power settings.
Yeah, I don't even see that. I can choose what the power button does when you push it in. Choose what.
It's on the right hand side of that. You're looking at the left hand side.
And then I can tell me more up at the top. Do I want to tell me more?
No.
So, Alex, got a question for you. You probably can't see this very well, but is this something you can use?
DVR?
You mean are they blank?
I'm sure they're blank. Is it something you can use?
Yes.
Yeah.
700 megabyte, 80 minutes of music?
Yes.
Okay. What about this one here?
Can't see it.
Memorex. Yeah, I'm trying to get it adjusted. DVR plus DVD plus R, and it's
Yeah.
120 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, I could probably use that.
Okay. And then the last one that I have, now I have on those blue ones, I've got.
You probably wouldn't be able to use that because I don't have a Blu-ray drive.
I got 30 of those. They're just CD though, Alex, I believe. So I don't know if that means they're limited to music or not. I found them in a box.
No, you can put CDs and DVDs aren't just limited to music. You can put any You can put any data or anything
Okay.
on it as long as it'll fit on there.
Okay. And these right here, I have that many of them, by the way.
Holy smoke.
And, well, here's the problem with these ones right here. That's all the information that's on them. It's just a doggone white disc. And on the back side, it's just the disc. So I don't know what they are. I have no clue. There's no writing on these things
if you
anywhere.
want to chip them, I'll make sure they get used.
So yeah, you can use something like that.
Yeah, cause I don't buy CDs. It's really hard for me to buy CDs.
What about you, Professor? Is that something you can use?
Well, I don't. I usually have, I can use them if you've seen them, but I usually don't. I usually have a certain brand of discs I buy when I'm making stuff for people. But yeah, I can.
Well, I would have not gone out and bought HP CD-R 52 times, which is the speed, 7 megabyte. I would have never bought these. They were given to me who knows when. They were in a box I found today.
Yeah, if someone needs me to make CDs for them, and I can, or whatever, and I can make sure they work, with whatever equipment they're going to be using,
right.
I can use them.
All right. We'll figure something out.
You want to log into the laptop and figure out what's going on with that, because I can't find it. Please.
What'd you lose now?
They're telling me to change my color settings, and I don't know how to do it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was resolved. My bad. Matthew Camp made a comment. Let me go see what that was. Says you can see what's on them.
It looks like to me they're blank.
I can almost guarantee you they're blank. I'm not going to take the time to check each individual one out. They were in a box. They've probably been in that box for a good 4 or 5 years. So now those won't go bad, will they? I mean, they'll be good to use, right?
Yeah, they'll be good to use. Yeah.
Okay.
They won't get bad.
Okay. Well, because if they'll go bad, I'll just throw them in the trash. But if they're still good, then I'll figure out who I'm going to send and how much I'm going to send.
See this right here? Click change advanced power settings, and these are see where it says wireless adapter settings right here. Click on that, and then click on that little plus sign where it says power, and then click on plugged in is maximum performance, on battery is maximum performance. If you sleep, press.
So I should get my new camera in by Wednesday, and that'll resolve the issue of every time when I sit and look at both screens like this. Now there's Jimmy. Finally paid the power bill.
Jimmy boy!
So anyway, when I sit like this where I can see both screens, this is catching one side of my face, but I've got it set up to where the camera's going to go right here, and I can still see both screens, and it'll look much better, I think. That's scheduled to be here Wednesday.
I let the postman know at the house that I had to be home on Thursday, and that I had to find for that package, so we couldn't have any problem.
Okay. Jim, did you say something?
Yeah, what camera?
I splurged and got what'd I get, Alex? You remember? C922.
C922, yeah.
Pro.
C922.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jim, are you going to be around when we unlock it?
Well, I don't know. My guess is that UPS will probably deliver it sometime late in the afternoon like they usually do. So, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I can't find the setting that they're referring to, but that's where I think it'd be.
Matthew
But
brings
hey,
up a good point that on the opposite side of the CDs, if there are anything on them, I would just shred them in case it was personal information. I've never used them. I've never put anything in there on there, and I really don't remember who gave them to me. So they may have stuff on there, and they may not. I really don't know.
Yes. Those kind of CDs can't be erased once they're written to. If you want to get rid of the information, just break the disc in half or shred them.
Well, again, I'm not gonna go through each individual one. If I send half to you and half to Josh, and you guys want to go through them, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't. I'm pretty sure they're blank. Like I said, they've been in a
Well,
box.
why don't you do 50 to me and 50 to him, so that way we're equal? Would that work?
Well, probably I'll divide it up as equally as I can. Yes.
Yeah.
Wonder if Darren wants any. Well, that was an argument I had with my sister today, and it literally was an argument. She goes, "You need to get a library card." I said, "Why?" "Well, you can go get movies." I said, "I can get movies anyway." She goes, "You can't get these movies. The movies you get at the library, you can't get." I said, "Name the movie. I can get it." "Oh, you can't do that." Oh, my God.
Hey, Jerry, don't feel bad. I would have been there too.
you're talking to Tim or Ken.
You.
I know you right. I found it. It's on Ethernet. Go on Ethernet. I don't use Wi-Fi. Go under Power Management and allow this device to wake the computer.
Oh, I know about that. That's for Wake on LAN. If you have that setting in your BIOS.
I thought we were doing this. I thought we got rid of Wi-Fi. So we're not getting rid of Wi-Fi. That's fine. You can go into Task Scheduler and turn on Wi-Fi when it gets to ring. You can do that too. Do you use Task Scheduler?
No, because I don't know how.
No.
God knows. Sorry. And number 3, we're back to why I can see going on when you're not there. If you're not at the computer, why does somebody have to go in? The best security is turn the damn thing off, and nobody doesn't get to mess with it.
Yeah.
Well,
Including people in the house.
It's on right now.
Yeah, but did you talk to them while they're going into your room?
No, I haven't had a chance. I haven't been home.
Because I will guarantee you, and like I guaranteed Alex and I lost, that they're going to keep turning it off. If they can't turn it off, they're going to pull the plug.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
If they see a message from somebody, they're going to get pissed. If there's a reason they're doing it, there's a reason they're doing it. You putting a message out there is not going to stop them. If you ask them why they're doing it, they say, "Well, we thought you didn't want to waste your computer." You can say, "Did you leave Bluetooth on?" And they might. But if they have somebody wrote something somewhere and said, "Do not turn off because it shouldn't be like that overnight," they're not going to stop because you put a message on that screen. And talk to the people here that have kids. Kid and myself, writing something on a computer screen doesn't keep kids from playing games.
No.
If it's before 6 o'clock, I want you to get ready for school. After I play 20 minutes worth of Fast and Furious or something. I mean, my son's 50 years old, 42 years old, he'll play it.
Well, Doug just took up, what did he take up? Warcraft. What was the game he picked up?
Fortnite.
Fortnite, thank you. Yeah. Shows you
How
how
old is he again?
he's in his 60s.
Older than us, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe.
older than us, yes, older than us.
I'll write that down. Okay, let's go. There's got to be a way on some Wi-Fi cards to turn it back on. I'll find one for you. But Ethernet is right there. So we're not going to ask about Ethernet, and we're going to show them a message. I'm sure that'll work.
Jim, you do play games though too. You mentioned that the other night, right?
Yeah, it's not very. It's not. Again, it's only very few, and it's not every day. Not really every day.
I couldn't play any of the games that you were playing. Jim?
Not without a graphics card.
Okay. No, we wait till they come down and play.
Well, they're starting to.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
I still can't believe the card I bought in 2019 is still selling for double what I paid for it.
Wow.
I wouldn't be sure.
Yeah,
It's not that big of a card. I mean, it's nothing special.
The only reason I have,
Is the 1660 a pretty decent card? I know it's on the old end of the scale.
I'm sorry, which one?
1660.
It is older. It is definitely older in scale, but it's still perfectly fine.
I did a Google search on what was the minimum graphics card I could get for running DaVinci Resolve, and that was what popped up. That's why I asked.
Well, that seems odd because I'm running a 1080 in the streaming machine.
And you also use that with DaVinci?
Yeah.
well, the only reason I asked about the gaming is because if some of you do gaming, I'd like to hang out. I miss you guys from time to time.
Yeah, but see, I game at weird hours. That's just me. I game at very weird hours, and I usually don't spend more than an hour. I'm not like some of these other guys who spends hours and hours. That's just not me. I used to game a lot when I was in my 30s.
Oh, I had every game from imaginable when I was little. I had the Nintendo 64. I had the original Nintendo. I had the Sega Genesis. I think I had the Atari.
Which one? There were two of them.
I don't remember. I had the original PlayStation. I had the Xbox 360. And right now I got the Wii and I barely play it.
I'm the same way. I didn't have all those, but I have a Wii that I barely play.
Well, I looked up 1080 on Newegg. I don't know that I trust Newegg. Honestly, I don't have an opinion one way or the other, just from what I've read. And now I'm looking on Amazon.
There's a 1080 and there's a 1080 Ti. I have the regular 1080. I don't have the Ti.
What's the difference, Jim?
I don't remember. There's the Ti may have more memory. I don't remember off the top of my head.
It doesn't really.
One reason why I want the professor to go in my laptop is because when I copied my music, I copied duplicate over, and I don't want all them duplicate on the hard drive and it's taken up room. So if I listen to my music on my laptop, it will just repeat itself. And I don't want all them repeats on the hard drive.
Yeah, but how do they get there?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Same way mine did. I put them there.
Are you putting them there when you're not home?
Here's an interesting, Ken, this might be of interest to you.
What'd that do?
Do you put them on your computer when you're not home or when you're at home?
When I'm at home, because that was probably the last backup I had of my music.
Why not have it done when you're at home instead of when you're not home?
Because I got too much other stuff that I got lined up to be dealing with the laptop right now.
All right, Ken, you want to know the, here we go. Hang on a second. I'm going to show you something. Okay. Here are the two cards in question. I have the 1080. You're looking at a 1660.
Mm-hmm.
This is a comparison on user benchmark. So even though the 1660 is quote unquote newer, it can't hold a hand. It can't hold a candle to the 1080.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't. Hey, Gary sent me that link a while back. I've just never been able to figure out how to use it.
Well, here's part of how you use it. Let me scroll back up. Let's go with
Oh, the benchmark thing?
yeah.
yeah. You can go into here and, like, for example, I'll put in a 1080 Ti. It's about 30% better than the one I have. Now, these are what they cost when they were released.
Yeah, obviously they're going to be a little bit more nowadays.
I mean, basically, and if you want to go, like for example, if I want to compare the 1080 to like the 3060 I have in the gaming room, it should be that guy right there.
So the 77 on the left of the 3060 and the 69 on the 1080, what do those numbers represent?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The numbers that are on the left and the right, the 77 and the 69, what are those representing?
Give me a second. I can't get, hang on. I got to get this stupid thing out of my way. I can't see. Hang on a second.
That's the percentile rating it gets.
Yeah. Like when you come down into here,
Right.
these are the relative rankings of each card. That's what those numbers represent.
So the 1080 looks like it has a little bit better ranking when you scroll down. 30.
Yeah, but see, it's +8, +7, +12. Then you've got a value, which is a +28 for the 3060, +2. So here are the average benchmarks. It's not that far off. The 1080 still holds its own on a lot of things.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, at that time, I think you were actually looking at some older ones, weren't you, also? I thought I remember a 770 or something. Ken?
There's a 1070.
Whatever it was, I just,
Yeah, it was older. Yeah, because we compared it to the processor I have, and it was actually worse than the processor I have.
I think it was $200 also, wasn't it?
Something like that. And the other thing I want to do is I kind of want to think ahead a little bit, and I don't want to go super crazy and get something like with 12 gigabyte of RAM or something. That'd be overkill. But I also don't want to
believe it or not, my 3060 has 12 gig. It does, and I don't come close to using all of it.
You don't do crypto mining. That's the problem.
Well, yes, see there, that's the other thing. I don't do that either. No.
That was risky.
If I did crypto, then yeah, I probably would have paid for the 3060 in 6 months. All right, let me stop this.
Okay.
But if you're looking to find out what's quote unquote a better value, if you will, here's the thing. You can render in DaVinci Resolve without a graphics card. It just takes longer. I think if you were doing 4K video, you might need an 8 gigabyte card. But if you're not doing 4K video, you can deal with a 4 gigabyte or a 6 gigabyte. 4 gigabytes more than enough. In fact, I think. Let me just.
So I read her somewhere, and I know I've asked before. The graphics card will help me out with streaming, if I understand correctly, or not.
Well, see, I'm not sure about that.
That makes two of us.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
The 1650
SC Ultra gaming video card is on sale for $259 on Amazon.
Does Doug use a graphics card? Now he does.
But yeah, he did before too, though. I think on his older machine. I thought he did.
I'm not sure.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, he did. I can't remember what it was though. I have to go back and look at one of his videos and see if I could see it because he uses that thing on the bottom that tells you how much RAM he's got and how much CPU he's using. I think it's on there. I'll have to go back and look.
Wow. It's got a long shipping date from the 29th of March to the 5th of April.
EVGA is saying the sales price should be $209. But of course, they're out of stock.
Remember, they're made in China, aren't they?
Probably.
I mean, Gigabyte motherboards make China, so they say. They all are. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but are they going to keep supplying us, or are they going to tell us to kiss off sooner or later?
I thought gigabytes were made in Taiwan.
You know, and according to the website, most of their motherboards are made by Foxconn.
That name sounds familiar. I believe I saw that earlier today when I Googled Vizio.
Heck, at one time, Dell's computers were made by Foxconn.
I'm curious where you got the idea that GPUs would help with streaming.
I heard it on one of the 3 people I follow that is teaching OBS. Or I heard it on the one guy I follow on DaVinci Resolve. And I can go back and remember and figure out which one it was.
Well, I think you're going to need to do that because I'll be quite frank. I don't know that a GPU would do anything for you as far as streaming is concerned. Rendering stuff, yes.
Right.
But as far as streaming, I don't think so. It's going to depend on what it is that you're streaming. For example, if you're streaming gameplay, oh yeah.
Okay.
Because you need the freaking GPU to play the game.
Right. Okay.
On top of the fact that you're streaming.
There's a website called obsproject.com. It says integrated GPU is fine for simple scenes.
And clearly mine are simple scenes. So I believe it was Michael Frerer, and he might have said what you just said, and I just didn't listen that closely. That he said
you might want to rewatch that video.
No, it was just last Wednesday, so I can go back and watch it.
Yeah, you probably want to do that because my guess is he's talking about streaming game.
I think you're right. I think that's what he said. I'll have to sit through the torture of that again.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can see there because
I found the one Greg was talking about for $259.
Jim, I assume you go with it. I'm good too, just like you're looking for it. They also say you don't, basically. So you're right. Not that I didn't think you were, but
yeah, because all the streaming is it's pretty much just it's CPU bound more than there's anything else. You're sending data. That's all you're doing.
Yeah,
you're not rendering anything.
Yeah, I'm not an OBS person, but it doesn't seem like you're doing any kind of rendering or processing.
Now, if you're going to edit 4K video, then you're going to need a card that's got probably at least 8 gigabytes on it, because otherwise you'll be sitting there forever waiting for it to render. I have rendered videos using a Ryzen 3 2200G. Let me tell you, it takes a while.
Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Can you help me clean up my media player on my laptop?
Not right now, maybe
Oh,
tomorrow.
right now, man. When you get
Yeah. I'll
It's magic hour for me, folks. It's almost midnight. I got to get going. So I will see you guys later. Josh, I do have your email address. I found it in something that I think Ken forwarded to me. I don't remember off the top of my head. But you'll get an email at some point tomorrow with a tracking number for it, and you can watch as it, watch box never delivers, that kind of thing. Anyway,
Is it possible to see the differences between the 1650 and my processor? Is that something we can do?
that's not something that site is set up to do. It's set up to compare like components.
Okay.
That would be literally comparing apples to oranges.
I didn't hear what you said, Jim. I heard what you said about the email, but I didn't hear what you said about the box.
I said a watch box never delivers.
Other words, you'll get the box 1 minute after you sign for it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I'm getting out of here. See you guys later.
Thanks, Jim.
Good night, Jim. Thanks.
No, I didn't mean to do it tonight, Alex. I meant someday when, when we don't have that much stuff to do.
Okay. Alex, 2 quick things. Depending on what network adapter he has, Wi-Fi adapter, you can use that to turn on, or what it'll do, it'll just stay connected. So when you go back into it, it'll be fine. That's number 1. Number 2, it'll 100% do it on Ethernet. Number 4 or 3.
Well, dude, hold on.
Number 1, number 2, number 4.
My computer doesn't have internet flow. If we put Wi-Fi only.
And I just said, if you use Wi-Fi, depending upon the Wi-Fi adapter, network connectivity will stay alive if you set it up in power options.
Okay.
And if that isn't an option, get Ethernet and you can do it for sure.
If Pepper can go along with it, I'm not going to do that.
I said Alex.
Okay.
And then I did say number 4 instead of 3. Was that kind of funny? I still say, if you put that message up, they're going to pull a plug up and mess up Windows. And then somebody's going to have to get there, put his UBS or USB drive on it, and get his backup from a hard drive.
Not if I take all the Wi-Fi with me.
No, they'll still mess your desktop computer by unplugging it while it's sitting there powered on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I will guarantee you I'm not trying to give you our timeouts. Please listen. At school, you had a professor or an IT person who could threaten a student. By definition, I see that and I'm in school. Oh, wait, I don't get in trouble with the professor. I sit in Josh's room. It's like, excuse me, F you, I'm turning the damn thing off. I mean, if Josh has the authority to not, that message would give them something. In other words, if they saw the message, if Josh has that authority, you go in the room right now, in the office right now, say, guys, I got something going on my computer, which is all weekend long in my hands, and you wouldn't have any trouble. But you got to realize these people are in there doing their job, and they think for some reason they have to turn that computer off. And maybe I'm being serious and calm. Maybe if you ask them tomorrow, Josh, they might say, "Oh, we thought we were doing you a favor," and they won't turn it off the next time. But if they are doing it for their own reason, they see a message and they get pissed. Hey, Alice, why didn't you turn the lights out in the bathroom? Huh? How come you didn't turn them off? I'm gonna take away your iPad, pretending I'm your parents. Man, you put that there, you're gonna piss somebody off, and it's somebody that has the authority to take it out on them. So you can't put a message up there. You're just gonna piss them off. Alex, last thing I'll say to you about that. If you were the person unplugging it, and there was a reason for you to unplug it, if you saw a message pop up, would you still unplug it or just say, nope, better not do it because
there's a message? Sorry.
No.
I agree with you.
I wouldn't do it because if a person took a time to put a message up there, There's a reason why they put a message up there.
And if they're turning off, maybe there's a reason that they're turning off, and that affects their job. Remember, whoever's turning off has a job. They're not doing it because they're not there because
They're not doing it to be an app, and I'm sorry for playing all over YouTube.
No.
They're not doing it to be an idiot.
No, they are. Why are they doing it?
Right.
I mean, are they doing it because they don't like you and they're trying to piss you off?
Maybe, I don't know.
Then you got to ask them before you put a message on. Because if they're doing it for any reason at all, they will not like that message. If they think they're doing you a favor, they might say, "Oh, I didn't know I wanted it left on," and walk away.
Yeah.
But I'll bet you they're doing it for a reason in their mind. Maybe they think that you shouldn't let it get hot and, oh my God, Alex must have forgot to turn it, or not Alex, excuse me. Josh must have forgot to turn it off when he left twist his hand. And we'll turn it off for him, and gosh, we're good people. Alex will thank us when he gets home.
Yeah.
I mean, if you find, just ask him politely. Don't, I always get into this politely shit, but just, why are you guys turning my stuff off? I leave it off, so I'm waiting for a special email behind the computer from Jim. Could you leave it on? And if they say no, that's how come. But again, don't get nasty. Just calm. See what they say.
Hey, Josh, I got a question for you. Josh, for you. I got a question for you.
What?
Are your caregivers pretty consistently the same person, or do you find you have a different one every other day?
Right now, we're pretty consistent.
Over how long of a period of time? A week, a month, a couple months?
Sometimes a week, sometimes a month.
Okay, just wondered.
But when I was with Nate, I set up the computer on one side of the room. They knew not to go near the computer. They left that alone.
Why did they leave it alone? Did they tell you why?
No. But they knew to leave it alone.
Now see, that's where
And hold on, Dave. The only time the computer ever went off at Nate's, Dave, is if the power went out.
Okay, but you're missing what I'm saying. Here, somebody with some authority in that office may have a kid come up.
Yeah.
Now listen to what I'm saying. If Friday night, every Friday night, I check to make sure the microwave's off, stove's off, refrigerator doors closed, and all computers are off. That's on my little checklist. It's not because they're doing something wrong. It's because somebody wrote on a silly checklist. Make sure in the front offices all lights are on. Why did you turn the light off? I'm in the restroom. I'm coming back. Get alone. The point I'm making is they may have a reason. Ask them before you worry about putting a message up there. Because if they think they got a reason, they're going to hate the message. If they said, "Oh, sorry, put the message up," you don't need to.
Right.
Because I will guarantee you, if I was told to look, come to your room and look for stuff on, and you throw a message up at me, I'm going to yank that cord and get as mad as I can. And if you tell them you're waiting for something, they say, "Oh, no problem. Sorry about that. Josh, I didn't know."
Yeah.
Then you don't have to worry about anything. It's fine. I mean, there's a joke. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. But in this instance, you're trying to find out why they're doing something they're already doing.
Right.
So just tell me you got a computer guy. Just tell me you got a computer guy that needs to connect every once in a while.
There you go. Yeah, that'll convince them.
No. That's what they want. Somebody coming in their system without them knowing about it. No way in hell.
And that's exactly how they would interpret it too, even though it's only coming into his system. But you're right.
I'd get rid of that router in a heartbeat. He wouldn't have internet after that.
Yep. Unless you paid for it 100% out of your pocket.
And put it in his room.
Yep. And put it in your room.
Yep. That's a hacker getting into our build. I don't think so. That's not happening. It'd be like my son saying, "I got a computer friend that's going to get on in here. Oh, I'm going to rip the thing out the wall, and you won't have a router nor a modem. Go ahead, try to get in now. See if you can get in Wi-Fi where there's no computer. Hell, they'll take his computer away because he was trying to let hackers inside the home there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that one, the reason I say that is you don't know what they know about computers. They may think anybody that touches that router is a hacker. Oh, he's a hacker. He's a hacker. But anyway, got one last one for you. How about instead of sleep, you put it into screensaver, blank screen?
You mean black screen?
Yeah, black, blank, same, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The green, and whatever. But basically, where they think it's asleep.
But it's really not.
It's a thought.
No, it's asleep, but it gives the impression that it might be off, is what he's saying.
Right.
So somebody mentioned speed. I thought I'd run my 926, 933. Is Jeff in here?
Yeah, we could try that.
What about if you just turn just the screen off? If you put it in a blank screensaver, the computer will still be, the power button will still be on.
That's the kind of concept. I mean, you got to find out why they're turning on. Because if they think they have a reason to prevent hackers, oh my God, and they find out Josh has done something to let a hacker in, they might not allow computers in there. And you're thinking, well, I'm not a hacker. No, you're not them. You're Alex and you're Josh. What do they think? Because we know for a fact that they're turning it off whenever he's in his hands. Correct, Josh?
Well, they're not paying it off now because it might look out.
No, when you're at your hands, they turn it off. Is that correct?
Right.
Right. Why? You don't know.
No.
And if they think they have a reason, I am done right now. If they think they have a reason, they're not going to be happy you're trying to stop them.
So we got to find out why.
Exactly. And they may say because we thought we were doing you a favor. I don't know, but who knows until you ask. But I would not go into, I have somebody who needs to get into my system from afar. That's the word hacker comes to my mind. It's a hacker. Oh my God.
Yep. Right away.
The hell, they'll want to take the computer away from you because you're letting it. They might say, well, we got business stuff on the computer in the office. And you're trying to let a hacker in our stuff. You can't have a computer anymore. And whoever comes to your defense, your aunt, I don't know who, I'm not trying to give you a rough time, but they're going to say, well, he wanted to let a hacker in here. And you're going to have to explain what he was supposed to do, how he was going through that router. Ooh, that's scary to me. And he's going to turn on the Ethernet card instead of the Wi-Fi, my mistake. But actually, some say they're supposed to, not that. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But regardless, though we did think you were going to try to get Ethernet. I thought that. That's no discussion. Because your aunt got, 3 times as fast when she got Ethernet?
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, she didn't. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, she did. She had 50 on Wi-Fi and 300 on Ether.
That's 6 times. But Alex may have the same thing or whatever, more. But then again, they may just be cutting it so they can get more than Alex and they don't really care.
Yeah, but I talked to him. He's been doing it for how long now?
That on me?
Yeah. He's been doing it for how long?
Doing what?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Josh?
He's been doing my computer work for a week from home.
So he's been hacking your computer for at least a month.
Yeah, he's been working on it. Remoting into it for a month.
Remoting in, oh my God, without the permission of the people that own the
Yeah.
router.
No, he has my permission to go
You
in.
don't own the router. They own the router.
What I'm saying is he has my permission to go in.
No, but you don't own the router. They own the router is what Gary's saying. You can give him permission to go into your computer, but you cannot authorize him to go into the router because you don't own that router.
Right.
And I haven't went into the router, and I won't go into the router.
How have you gotten through to the Wi-Fi card? I thought you went into the router with the Wi-Fi card.
Hey, let me quiz Greg real quick on that graphics card you mentioned. Has that got one HDMI and two display port outlets? Is that what I'm seeing correctly? The 1650?
I don't know. I'd have to look the specs up.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you might know.
Let's go to EVGA.
I'm looking at it on Amazon. I'm trying to get my head turned to where I can figure out what the daggone picture is, and going to EVGA might be a smart thing to do. I'm terrible at research, though. EVGA 1650 GPU. Well, that didn't work. Let's go to EVGA is it .com, I wonder? Oh, there we go. I like that green. Products. Whoa.
No.
Of course, the one that's $169.99, they're out of stock. Okay, now let me jump back over here to Amazon and see which one this is. This is a GTX 1650 SC Ultra Gaming, and it's got 9 million numbers after it. That's not it. There we go. Okay, so that's got. That's not really helping me out either. Unless I can click on this. Oh, I can. That's not really helping out so far. That's the same damn picture. I can't really tell. Yeah, I know it's. I can read the one that says HDMI, so I know it's got at least one HDMI. Okay. That gets a check mark in the wish list column. Go back over here. That's a good one, Matthew. I like that. I'll go ahead and highlight that one. That's very true, though. If you want to pay for it, you can get any graphics card you want.
Somebody somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't want to spend a lot of money and get something that's just overkill and going to defeat the purpose of having what I want. I just need something to help me out with DaVinci Resolve.
Got DisplayPort and HDMI.
Okay. That would work good because that's what I've got right now. Okay, good. Thank you. Got awfully quiet in that other room. Should I go check on her? Nah, I'll just leave her alone.
Those is optimized for OBS and gaming.
Okay. Gets 2 check marks in the wish list then if it's optimized for OBS. Oh, shoot.
Oh, God, we got a long night tomorrow night.
Are you going back to work on Wednesday morning?
Yep.
You won't have too long of a night then. So do you pay the facility that you're staying at money to use their internet?
I don't know how that works. I would assume so.
Not sure how that would work either.
And it also supports 3 monitors.
Yeah, I seen that. Oh, you had to bring that up, didn't you?
It doesn't matter. I still want Alex to continue to help me.
No, I think you've got a wise choice in letting Alex help you.
My only question, and I'm kind of beating the horse with dead horse, haha. But why you can't help you when you're there?
Yeah, I have to agree with Gary on that. I cannot for the life of me think of anything that is so important that has to be done when you're not there.
I mean, he can wait till I come home to do it.
True.
He won't.
I mean,
know
Alex,
it.
can you think of anything that you need to do while he's not there?
Negative.
Or are we going to start talking like Top Gun now? Negative. Call the ball. Roger.
No.
Over and out.
Over and out. Or we could go back to the airplane. Unger, over, under, over, unger.
You know what's really weird on Top Gun?
Because I like watching people move the mouse around the computer. Fascinating me.
The original Top Gun, oh wait, the only one that's come out. What's really weird about Top Gun? Let's see.
The 2 top women in that movie look like shit now.
Kelly McGillis or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
Oh yes, my God, life has been rough for her.
And then the other one, who's the other one? I can't think of her name.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah,
I haven't seen anything of her lately.
She had some plastic surgery. It didn't go well.
Yeah, that's. I think some of the funniest lines in the original Airplane, not necessarily were on the plane, but was Lloyd Bridges when he was running around going, I picked the wrong day to stop smoking, or I sure picked the wrong day to stop drinking. And then I don't know the actor's name, but the guy come in and he was all. The one quote sticks in my mind is he's talking about something from The Wizard of Oz. And I thought, that's so funny. And Peter Graves was in there too, wasn't he?
Yeah. And what's his name? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was one of the pilots.
Yeah, he was a co-pilot.
And then the lady from what's his name? I can't think of the name. Shoot, Leo Teamviewer was Todd Jive.
Oh, Barbara Billingsley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She taught Jive.
Now that was another funny scene, but nowadays you couldn't do it when they were all lined up in the corridor and they were walking up and smacking that woman. That was funny. Who was?
We didn't hear from Jeff tonight.
Do what?
We didn't hear from Jeff tonight.
We did actually. He said about the 3rd or 4th comment that I'll see you in a bit. Just got back from baseball practice.
Okay.
Now the only thing is, I don't know if I can go back. Yeah, I can. And that was at 10:57, so about an hour and a half ago or so. Probably has to get dinner and get the kids ready for bed and take care of his wife.
Probably Dairy Queen.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they won.
That was a tradition, that's for sure.
Or pizza.
Be right back. TV's doing something weird.
It's your fault.
Yeah, we got a nice crew. That's why I'm asking. We got a good crew on here.
You work tomorrow, Alex? Alex, I apologize. Josh.
No, I'm off.
No.
I'll be working tomorrow night, but not for my day job.
They have you work at night, not during the day?
Yeah, I'll be working at night with the computer. Not my day job.
So did you get your aunt's computer set up?
For now, yeah. I won't get the rest of it set up for tomorrow.
How old is your aunt? About
73.
she won't be happy.
What do you mean?
I'm 63, but the older you get, the less happy you are with computers.
Oh, yeah.
So here's a weird one for you to
You always bet you would take it, though.
think about. I log on to do my banking this morning, and I have a 99-cent charge for the 50 gigabyte that we pay for our phones. Okay, I can live with that. But wait, I paid it on the 12th, and I paid it on the 15th. 2 phones, 2 charges. Except for today, there was a charge today for Apple 50 gigabyte storage, so I promptly get on with support, and they have me go through the phones and check all kind of nonsense. And when they couldn't figure it out, guess what happened next?
Lost your internet connection.
No, they lost their server connection, or so they say. I got an email saying, "We're so sorry, our servers went down. We'll be sure to get back to you when the servers come back up." I'm still waiting.
Yeah, really.
Just unbelievable.
Who do you have?
Huh?
Who do you have? T-Mobile?
T-Mobile, yeah. I haven't had any issues with them so far. But this was for Apple support. I mean, it says right there on my bank, it says it's for the 50 gigabyte for Apple support, and they had me check. Oh shoot, it was 2 different things, and it shows you what your not subscriptions, but no, doggone it. When you use an app, when you pay for it, how many apps you've got and what it costs.
Apple Pay?
No, not Apple Pay. Hang on, I'll figure it. I'll show you. I'll tell you. Media and purchases. Speaking of the devil.
Apple?
No.
Yeah. Good. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Good, thank you. Late tonight, had baseball practice for my grandson. Just got back a little while ago.
Pizza or Dairy Queen?
What?
Pizza or Dairy Queen for winning?
No, they've just practiced, no game today. But they've won every game they played this year but 2.
Pretty good percentage.
Got a hard driving coach. Of course, for the cost, it ought to be. This is club ball, which is not like Little League. Coaches a lot of them are former semi-pro or minor league professional players who make a living coaching these club teams.
So with subscriptions and purchase history, and my purchase history is iCloud, 50 gigabyte of storage, March 12th. That's the one I knew about. February 12th, 99 cents. January 12th. It's always on the 12th on my phone. I did the same thing on her phone, and it's the 15th. They were perplexed as to what this charge was today, and since I couldn't figure it out, they
I'm not
disconnected. Is that Olivia?
Yep. That's the booger.
Jeff, are you going to be around when we unbox my Pride and Joy on Thursday?
Probably.
Yeah, Thursday.
Depends on the time, but I'll try to be. I don't think we have anything scheduled Thursday. My wife has an MRI Wednesday night, believe it or not, 8:30 p.m. at night.
One of those machines 24 hours a day.
You know? So,
My wife had a cardiac thing tomorrow at 7 o'clock
AM or
So-
PM?
a.m.
Ooh, that's an early day.
so this is the first time I've seen one scheduled that late here. It's not at the place we normally use for imaging, but there are two main groups here that do this. One of them is called Desert Radiology, which is where we've had most of our stuff done. The other is called Steinberg Diagnostic Imaging, and my wife has gone there for mammograms and such, but we haven't done much else there. But they, when I called, they had an opening at 8:30 p.m. Wednesday. Her pain doctor wants this done of her lower back. He's thinking about testing one of these gadgets where they stick some electrodes in next to your lower spine and use minor electrical stimulation to try to help control your pain.
Like a tinge in it.
So, anyway, so he needs the MRI first to decide exactly where to put the stuff. And then she'll try one that is, I guess, mostly external. And if it does any good, then they will consider doing something more permanent. So we'll see.
My neighbor is a surgeon, and at the hospital where he works, they're looking to hire surgeons for every specialty that has its own operating room, and 24/7. Just like a factory.
Do I get a senior discount? That's a good one, Robert. No, I don't think I get a senior discount with Amazon. I should ask, though, huh? I mean, I do have the senior discount shirt on. So I got a question for Gary. When you order stuff on Amazon, have you ever seen a delivery time where you can set it to a 4-hour window before?
Yep.
Have you ever seen the 4 a.m. to 8 a.m.?
Yep. Seriously, yep.
Oh, I saw it today. That's why I'm asking. That was weird.
Usually, but pay like $2.99 for it or something. Not all.
Well, it did say $2.99, but then it also said it was free. So when it was all said and done, it said whatever the shipping was, and then it said the next line minus $2.99, so free shipping. But I thought it was odd that I had the option of 4 a.m. to 8 a.m.
I've actually had one that I've done while we're talking, and it'll get here like 2. I've had a couple I've actually left it on the
Do they just leave them, or do they wake you up?
Depends who wear it with us, they wake us up.
Okay. That was really, really odd.
You have Amazon Prime, right?
Yes. Yep.
We have gotten stuff 3 or 4 different delivery people a day.
So I'm gonna see if I can go find.
So is everything on schedule to ship tomorrow?
Actually, I just got an email about 3 seconds ago, 3 minutes ago. It said it's already shipped. I believe that's what it said.
All right.
I looked up the Limo Studio thing. I don't know if it's the same one or not. Let me see if this is the one you found or if it's a different one.
This looks very similar. It looks like the one I found because it had the compact fluorescent bulbs rather than LEDs.
Right. And then the one I'm kind of leaning toward is, so I can figure out how to get over to it here. This one right here.
Okay.
I haven't made up my mind yet on it. I'm actually awaiting word back. I sent Dr. Rob the first one. He said that's a good choice. The one I really want's got the soft light boxes, but that's just a little bit out of reach right now.
Holy smokes.
Updates. Amazon order. Hi, Ken. Your package will arrive tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tomorrow's the 22nd. Oh, yeah, today. Now, 22nd. Sweet. I don't have to wait till Wednesday. Cool.
What toy are you getting tomorrow?
Oh, that's a surprise. I'll give you 3 guesses.
No, you're not getting that.
What is that? One of those things I see advertised on late night TV?
No. I'm going to start the, I don't even know what state that guy's out of. The guy that's got the 4 wives, sister wives, I think it is.
Yeah.
What's that, Utah maybe?
I think
It's in Nevada for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to start it here in Indiana. I haven't sprung it on the wife yet. I don't know how she's going to feel about it. It was a mail order bride. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. Of course, you may see me streaming from the street going, well, here's my new home.
I think he only has one legal wife.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Cohabitants. Yeah.
Well, since you
Mail
twisted...
order bride, I had an acquaintance who got taken for literally all of his money trying to get a mail order bride. True story.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. Only found out after the fact from his 2 sisters. So the guy had been frugal his whole life, inherited a bunch of money from his father, never married. He'd had 1 or 2 casual lady friends. When he retired, apparently he decided he literally lost everything he had.
Was the mail order bride from, like...
Don't know where it was from.
Okay.
But,
was it a what or a she or a he?
Yeah, that would have been my next question.
So then what he ended up doing, he had a pension, a small one, and Social Security. But to supplement everything, he ended up taking a reverse mortgage. One of those things you see advertised, and it lasted the rest of his life. He passed away, I think, 3 years ago, and anyway, just kind of a sad story.
Yeah, that's...
You hear about such things, but you never think you're going to know somebody it happened to, but I did.
No, yeah, that's very true. Very true.
I've read or seen this someplace, probably Dr. Phil or something, but they call them sugar babies or something. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's something else that's kind of silly.
Where the 18-year-old's out with a 50-year-old versus a 60-year-old?
Yeah, that's...
But then I don't get it.
I don't... Yeah, it's me and you both. I do not get that.
I'm paying $300 for dinner. I didn't say anything else.
But he just wants someone to talk to.
That's what I mean.
Just get on Zoom or Facebook.
Talk a bunch of old farts.
Yep.
I've
never understood what motivates some people sometimes. It's like every now and then we'll stumble across something about crime. Today was a real good example. This lady went into business with some guy and he ripped her off for about 20 grand, and she finally figured it out, so she confronted him about it and said she wanted her money back. And basically he went, that ain't happening. So she killed him. Just pulled the gun out, killed him. When she got caught, she said, yeah, a friend of mine called me the other day and said, have you heard the news about Bill something or another? And I'm like, no, what happened? Oh, he's dead. And she was like, oh, I I almost passed out. I almost fainted. He's dead. I just talked to him last week. Well, that was her first mistake when she said, I just talked to him last week. Because guess when he got killed? Last week. And from there, it was downhill. That poor woman. Just never know. Man, I got to get that crickets to work, doggone it.
There's a YouTube video by a lawyer. I can't think of who it is on there, which pops up every once in a while in my feed. It's a criminal lawyer. And his advice to anybody is when the police question you about anything, shut up, do not say a word, good, bad, or indifferent. He said he knows innocent people who have ended up in a world of hurt because they just couldn't shut their mouth.
Yep.
And, you know, probably good advice.
Yep, I would be not saying a word until I spoke to my attorney.
Yep. Same shirt as the other night, right?
Yep.
Do they have a junior discount?
Yep.
Except for the mustard stain that we can't see.
Well, it better not be. I watched it last night. I'm going to watch it again tonight. This is going to be the streaming shirt. For a while, anyway. For a while. I reached out today. That was one of the things I did get accomplished finally. I did reach out to a place on what they would charge me to make some things that I've got in the making. And then I'm going to expand on that a little bit if that goes well. I want to keep that under wraps for right now.
Mm-hmm.
I will give you a hint, though, if my shoulder will allow me to. But oh, I got the blur on. Forgot that. So there you go. There's your hint.
Coming out with your own mug.
What was that you had in your hand?
That was the hint.
I couldn't tell what it was.
Mug with something written on it.
Yep.
Coming out with your own cup.
All right. Who spilled the beans?
Me.
No. Yeah, I talked to a guy about what it would cost me to do 15 cups with some engraving on it, or not. It's not. I don't think it's engraving. I think it's in printing. Actually, I don't think they engrave on the
There's
cups.
lots of places on the internet you can get that sort of thing done.
Yeah, but it's pricey. You posted that picture, Jeff. I found the perfect one. It was a big pan of beans, and a guy was on the floor, and he goes, "Whatever you do, don't tell this guy anything." And you had to give it a moment's thought to realize what it was. So I can't get it downloaded.
I found some backgrounds are in a format that is in a extension WEBP or something like that.
WebM, I believe it is. I think it's WebM. That's kind of
Well, WebM is the video complement of that, I think.
Oh, is it?
I may be mistaken, but there's one ends in P and one ends in M. I might
I
have
believe
them
you're
backwards.
right. Yes, I believe the M one is for video.
Yeah, I know I can't download those either. Well, I can download them, they just don't work. And I watched a video the other day on how you can convert all that stuff.
I believe VLC will read WEBM files.
Let me go look because I didn't try with VLC. Hang on.
Yes, VLC if it's
The VLC will do the one that's the movie file or whatever. I guess M probably means movie.
Yes.
Okay, so I got a web. This one here is a WebP.
That's the still image, I believe.
Yeah, and it says, how do you want to open this file? Damn it, I got something in my eye. And if I go to VLC,
Click on the
VLC
media.
cannot identify the audio or video codec, so VLC doesn't work for that.
Well, VLC just is for. I don't think it does anything static, does it?
Says open,
No, it just
open
does
the
audio
media
and
player on your computer, and then click on media menu.
What works on my
Media player?
WEBN works on mine. And I don't have VLC.
I don't.
Now it opened up. What the hell?
There's a thing called Movies and TV app. Is that what we used to call media player?
Now when I double clicked on it, it opened right up. That's crazy. That's par for the course though.
I'm not even sure I've got media player. I don't think I installed it or I got rid of it since I had VLC.
The new improved version is on my system.
Which one is that?
2022, Windows 11. There's a new one they came out with.
I've got a thing on here called Movies and TV app, but that looks to me like someplace you go to buy movies.
It's the video player for
yeah.
It's a modern, like one of the Windows 8 style apps.
Featured movies, browse movies. Yeah, when I go to Movies and TV app on mine, I'm just looking at stuff where they're trying to sell me something.
It says is it a WebM file?
I've seen those and I've heard about those.
It says you can open WebM files with modern web browsers like Google, Chrome, Opera, Firefox, Edge.
I think they'll also do the WebP thing, which is I think the static version.
Man, I gotta get them crickets to work somehow.
What do you do, buddy? How?
Yep.
Do what, Gary?
You said crickets. I said Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
And from the Flamingo at Las Vegas, the Dancing Girls.
Wait a minute. Are those girls?
Hmm?
Are those girls?
Hope so.
You still with us, Alex?
The guy that was the famous female impersonator is pretty much retired out here now.
Yeah, I'm still here.
There's
I'm
others,
still here.
but
Hey, Darren, nice for you to join us.
What do you need, Ken? I'm still here.
I'm trying to think through this. I made it a media source. It's an MP3 file. It's a local file, but yet it's not playing. I don't understand why. Let me check something here. I'm going to mute my microphone because that'll get horribly bad if I don't. Go into here. Oh, wrong one. Stream. Okay. I think they are playing. They're just real low in the stream itself, so I'll have to work on that. And I want to
Put a link in chat. Put a link in chat. There's a free tool that will convert WebM files to MP4 for you. Free.
Yeah, I brought it up. I'm looking at it. That's really interesting because the one video I watched, the guy was showing how to convert everything to the web form. I guess that's a new WebM form. I guess that's a new craze right now too. I have not heard back from the creator yet that I sent out my one idea to. Might take him a day or two to figure out if it can be done or not. What are we at? We're at 1 hour and 51 minutes, so we're coming up on the self-imposed 2-hour limit. So I think I will go ahead and end the stream 9 minutes early. Tony Wallow was here. Jeff Ryman was here. Matthew Kemp, thank you for being here. I believe I saw Bob Whatchamacallit. Yep, he was on here earlier. And Tom K was here. So thank you guys. Hopefully tomorrow night I'll be a little earlier. She has Wednesday and Thursday off, so those will be real early starts, like 8 o'clock my time-ish is the goal.
Thursday, we got to be unboxing of my computer. Yay!
So I'll have competition on Thursday then. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
No, we'll probably be done with it. We'll probably be done with it, hopefully, way before you stream.
Well, I do know one thing. I was told tonight, and for the life of me, I don't know why, but she said we're going to dye our hair Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm like, my hair doesn't need dyed yet. And I got that glaring, you'll do as I say look. So I said, yes, dear. So we're dyeing our hair Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow night.
In the chat, I sent you a second.